Chickies, welcome back to another video. We are going to be chatting all about March obsessions. These are the best in beauty and lifestyle for the whole month. So we also do have one fail product, which we're going to be unfortunately chatting about. If you're new here, I'm Christine. Would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Chickie crew. Also, please don't forget to give this video a like, and also let me know if you guys have tried out any of these products we are going to be talking about today. How are you guys? Hope you guys are having a great start to April. Please don't mind this specific eye. It looks a little bit funky today because I woke up this morning, my eye was just really irritated. Funny thing is that I haven't been wearing makeup the past few days, and all of a sudden this eye decides to act up. I think we're gonna first start with some body care items, and the first one I wanted to mention, which I'm almost finished, is by the brand OGX Soothing Coconut Plus Coffee Scrub. And this is essentially like a scrub and a body wash all in one. It smells like coffee, so if you guys are not fans of coffee, then would stay away from. You could definitely feel those like little beads, but it's not abrasive. It's very gentle. My skin has been really enjoying it. Sorry, there was like a hair on the bottle. And I normally go in with a towel that has a little bit more of an abrasive side, something that's not like too abrasive. This is the mitt I was talking about. It's from the brand Think Sport. I'll link it down below, including everything else I'm mentioning in today's video. But on one side it has a little bit more of an abrasive side, and the other side is more of like the wash, like a washcloth material. But normally I'll put a generous amount, exfoliate the body, really scrub this area. Not too much where it's gonna get irritated, just to remove the dead layers of skin. Leaves your skin feeling nice and smooth and soft. Now, a lot of you know that I do suffer from keratosis pilaris, which is essentially like chicken skin. It's hereditary. It's something that I am very insecure about. It's very visible in pictures and videos, especially in person. I mean, you can see it on my arm. It looks like freckles. They do have, you know, I do have like little tiny bumps on my arms. Telling you, it was so much worse when I was younger. I decided to try something out new that is specifically for the face, so you can take this with a grain of salt and also at your discretion, but it's just something I've been trying because I have been really enjoying these two products from IT Cosmetics. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots Concentrated Derma Serum. It contains 4% niacinamide, ethyl vitamin C, and this really does work especially for the face area. I did have a dark spot right up here on my forehead from a blemish that, you know, it kind of touched, and then it left a very beautiful dark mark on my forehead, visible enough that my husband even asked me like, oh, what is this? Apply this every night for 4 weeks and that dark spot disappeared. One night I was just thinking, why don't I try this on my arms, because I do have those dark marks that look like freckles from keratosis pilaris, and surprisingly it is fading the marks. It isn't getting rid of them completely, but it is fading. So I'll apply a couple of drops of this, like 4 drops, and then apply it evenly on my arms, and I have noticed that the dark spots have been fading. In conjunction with another product, this is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dullness, and this is also another serum, 15% vitamin C, and also it contains vitamin E. So I'll take about 2 pumps of this and then apply it all over my arms. No irritation from it. In a previous video, which was the Shein spring try-on haul, there was a part there where I showed my arms, and normally that area, especially up here, the spots are a lot darker, but they have significantly faded. Since we're talking about the body, let's actually talk about the face. Now, this is a cleanser I've been using the past month and a half, 2 months, and it's from the brand Replenix. This is part of their sensitive line. So this is their green tea gentle soothing cleanser, and when they say gentle, it is extremely gentle on the skin. It does contain medical grade ingredients, green tea, polyphenols, vitamins A, C, and E. Creamy, soap-free cleanser gently cleans and moisturizes the skin without drying. 100% 100% agree with that claim. It does remove your makeup, but it doesn't strip your face. Like, your face doesn't feel tight or dry afterwards. It still feels nice and moisturized. Cruelty, gluten, and also paraben free. This is such a wonderful brand. This specifically has been my jam when it comes to cleansers, like a facial cleanser. I also use it with one of these LaRousse face discs. I believe received this in a BoxyCharm, and I was using it for toners at one point, but then finally I was like, okay, let me try these LaRousse face discs with this cleanser, and oh my gosh, feels like you're actually getting a facial, because these face discs from LaRousse are so soft, but they do have like a little bit of density to them. They really are worth checking out. These two together have been my absolute favorite the past month and a half. Girl, I am telling you, this eye is just giving me hell. Didn't even notice that the front part of the lash was lifting up, because it's not watering, but it just feels a little bit like irritated. So she's having her moment today. Another product I've been really enjoying past 2.5 months. It's from e.l.f. This is their Cookies and Dreams Milkshake Overnight Mask. Now this smells like vanilla cookies. It smells so good, and quite honestly, when I opened this, I was really nervous that my skin would not like the fragrance, but thankfully, you know, it did agree. You can use this as a mask, like, you know, a mask that you just wash off, and you can also just leave it on overnight as an overnight mask, and that's how I've been using it. Skin has been absolutely loving it. I apply my serums, some under eye cream, and then I'll go over this as the topper. Skin feels nice and moisturized and smooth the next morning. Hope they make this part of their permanent line, not something that's limited edition. I don't think I've ever mentioned this next product, but this is one of those products that I'll kind of use sporadically if my skin ever needs like a little booster, or if you know, your skin's just having like that day, that moment where it needs like some rejuvenation. But I have been implementing this a lot more frequently and have noticed a difference. So this is from Pixi Beauty. This is one of their Pixi skin treats. It's a serum, not a serum, it's an oil. This is their overnight retinol oil, and oh my goodness, your skin will literally feel nice and plump, moisturized. I don't know about the pores and lines aspect of it, but I can say for the smoothness and also evening out the skin tone, it really does help in that factor. I don't really use too many oils, but this is like one of those go-to products if ever my skin needs like to be put on check. This next one unfortunately was a fail. I did try it out 2 times, and after that I was like, nope, we just cannot use it anymore, because I did have a bad reaction to it. And unfortunately, it is also from the brand Pixi Beauty. This is their Rose Essence Oil. Applied my normal skincare, then applied this over top, and almost immediately, if you watched any of the vlogs, you guys know I was mentioning that I broke out in a rash right here, and I broke out actually right here too. Within 5 minutes, my skin reacted very quickly to it. So sad to report that this did not work out, because it does look beautiful under the skin. Like, your skin looks very moisturized, very healthy, but it just was a no-go. It does have a fragrance. It does smell like roses. Speaking of rose scented items, also wearing it today underneath the foundation. This is from the brand Revlon, and this is their Rose Glow Face Gloss. It's supposed to luminize and also hydrate. 80% water. Has the most beautiful glow. Even underneath a matte foundation, it just gives the skin like a little something dewy, but it doesn't make you look oily. It does have a little bit of a rose fragrance, but not as strong as the one from Pixi Beauty. Also, it doesn't make you look like a disco ball, just in case if you're a little bit scared, because it says that it's supposed to luminize. You can wear this alone or underneath your makeup. I also have worn this alone, and it just really gives your skin that healthy glow without making you look oily or greasy, or even feeling oily or greasy. Let's continue on and talk a little bit about the eyes, and we gotta give it hands down to Lumify. Thank you to my friend Lizzie for mentioning this in her monthly favorites video. I actually put 2 drops in this one because it was really irritated earlier. Even though it still doesn't look, you know, at its 100%, it's a lot better than how it looked earlier. But Lumify is supposed to relieve redness. It's not something where if your eyes feel irritated, you know, you apply this, that you would have to use another drop. I have been using Refresh just to kind of relieve the dryness, but this makes your eyes just look super white and just beautiful. I think that's how Lizzie described it. It really does just like make your eyes pop. Got this at Costco. It's a 2-pack for $27.99. Each one is 2.5 fluid ounces. I know Lumify is a little bit on the pricier side, but if you really want the whites of your eyes to like pop, Lumify is the way to go. Talk now about some hair care products, and then we have some makeup. So the hair care products I wanted to mention is from Kenra. This is the Kenra Platinum. It's the dry setting spray. It has an adjustable hold spray of 15-20. I am also wearing it in the hair today. A love-hate relationship with this thing. Love it because of the hold. Did spray this in the hair when we went to Six Flags Magic Mountain a couple weeks ago. Even at the end of the day, my hair still felt very voluminous. It didn't feel flat or weighed down. There was a lot of volume, and even the next couple of days there was still a lot of volume with it. The downside of the scent, because I'm not really too fond of the scent, it doesn't smell like the original Kenra Platinum, you know, the silver one, because that one smells amazing. It smells like strawberries or like berries in general. When you first spray it, it does feel a little bit sticky to the touch, which is what a lot of the reviews were saying, but it does dissipate. Also, your hair doesn't feel like, you know, you could just like run your fingers right through it, but it does hold. It doesn't flake. If you do not like the feeling of having some sort of hairspray in your hair, and this would be something you'd want to stay away from. I've been really enjoying. It's also just kept my hair toned, kept it from going brassy. It also moisturizes and also leaves my hair soft. It's from the brand Palor. Now this is part of their GOAT line, their greatest of all tones. It contains argan plus hemp seed oil infused. It's cruelty free and it's also vegan. It's gentle, but it also gets the job done. And the dye in here, the purple, does tone the hair, but it doesn't dry it out. It's moisturizing. It smells good. Typically, even when I first get my hair done or touched up, I always need to go in with another conditioner to really moisturize the ends. But with this, I have not had to do that. Fairly new brands, but if you are in the market for a purple shampoo, highly recommend Palor. So finally, we have some makeup products we're going to be chatting about. AOA Studio Shop Miss A. These are Artista liners. It's just black, but it has a nice fine tip, very easy to create a nice sharp wing. It's very pigmented. I'm also wearing it today on the eyes. Once it sets, it doesn't budge, smudge. My eyes do water. I haven't had a problem with it smearing or smudging. This next one is a deeper purple. It's very unique because you guys can see it looks like it's purple, but it's so dark that it could also be mistaken as black. This brush tip is just so easy to work with, and you can really create a nice fine line with this product. Are these Sunday afternoon eyeshadows. This one is called Movie Time. This is more of like their purpley palette. So I am wearing today like all over the crease, this light purple, and then right into the socket of the eye, this beautiful lavender. And then on the lid is this one, which does have some shimmer. Let me swatch it so you can see how it looks. And the shimmer isn't chalky, it's not powdery, it just glides onto the lid beautifully. Although I did spray my brush with a setting spray and then patted it on the lid, but it is absolutely beautiful. A very good dupe of another brand's palette. Another one which we did do a haul and also try on is this other palette called Fuzzy Blanket. Beautiful. It's got those pinks and burgundies or maroons. Did use in the last video. I was wearing that in the Shein try-on haul. Is this one called Depresso. More of like your everyday neutral palette with this beautiful glitter right in the center. These have been really enjoying them, and they are so affordable, like $1. Concealer is from the brand Kosas. The shade is 4.5 neutral. Supposed to be a brightening plus an eye cream concealer. It's a creamy concealer. Let me swatch this so you can see it. I am also wearing it today underneath the eyes. It is true to the statement that it is a creamy concealer, flat applicator. They're part of the Clean at Sephora beauty products. They're vegan, and it also does have a satin formula. It does have medium coverage. It is creamy. It doesn't crease on you. Personally, I just like to use daily under eye gel with this, but I do set this with some sort of powder. I also like the formula because it is thin, it's not thick, but you have to make sure that you don't apply too much or else it can get a little bit heavy. And when you apply too much of it, that's when it can crease. I am more of a full coverage under eye concealer type of gal. I've been using daily. Love the way how it looks. It's very natural, but it's still brightening underneath the eyes, and just really appreciate the formula. Let's talk about two other powders from AOA Studio. This is the AOA Perfect Setting Powder in Banana. Have been really enjoying this. It is super finely milled. Used it today with the Kosas Under Eye Concealer. Don't sleep on Shop Miss A AOA Studio products. They're really good. Also have been enjoying another powder. This is the Soft Light powder, which gives you like that soft, like lit from within glow. I'm wearing it all over the face today. It doesn't make you look like a disco ball. It gives you a really beautiful glow to the skin. Now that is if you want to look like you have a bit of a glow. If you want to be matte, then this is something I would definitely stay away from. It is so finely milled. See, when I swatch it, it has like more of like a white cast to it, but it looks beautiful in photos, in videos, in person. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's no shimmers in there. It just has like this really pretty glow. We have to mention some of these little nail clip thingies from AOA Studio. They're really inexpensive, $1, but basically it's to help remove these nails because these are bonded onto the nail, which, you know, I'll talk about in a different video. But essentially with this, you would just put a cotton ball in here with some acetone, clamp it down, leave it on for like 15 minutes until it loosens the adhesive on the nail, and then, you know, it's very easy, very self-explanatory, but these have been a lifesaver. I've tried the whole foil thing with the cotton ball and the foil just like falls down. It just does not do anything for me, and I end up spending more time using the foil than with these things because these just like really clamp down on your finger. Not to the point where it hurts, but it gets the job done. Alright chickies, so those are all of my March obsessions and that one unfortunate fail. I'd really like to know if you guys have any favorites or fails that you would like to share. Please don't forget to comment them down below. I love chatting with you guys. To be very transparent, the next 2 weeks are going to be very hectic. We do have family who will be coming in from out of town. Really excited because we will be vlogging, of course, and just a lot of things will be going on. So as always, we'll be sharing that with you. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out for this video. If you enjoyed hanging out and found this video helpful, please make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you have not already. Would love for you to be part of the Chickie crew. Thank you, chickies, so much for watching. Stay safe and healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.